Well, good evening, good afternoon, whenever you're getting to watch this. Thank you so much for joining me, and please give me a little bit of shout out if you get over here. Tell me who you are, where you're from, say hello, all that stuff. Those comments are always appreciated, and they help inspiration for me. So be sure to comment below, and if this resonates with you, or if it doesn't, or if you think I'm crazy or you think it's awesome, I want to hear what you think. But I was thinking a lot about the types of conversations that we have, and when I talk about what Evolve Life is, one of the key things is that we change the way we have conversations. And this actually was inspired by a 5-year-old girl that's got a project, and I'm helping her with her. I think she's like 7 now. So I just got a note from her mom, and she asked me to do this paper and answering questions, what it's like to be a person that contributes to their community. And I was nominated as a bill of somebody that could talk about that. And it made me really start to reflect and think about who I am and how I interact with the community and how I've evolved through time and and the type of person I was. And what I found was that when I first started interacting with people, I was like a people pleaser. Like I thought people would like me because I did things for them, right? So that was at some stage of development. That's like one of the roles that I've fallen into. And at some other stage, it was like, I'm gonna be too cool for everybody. And it's like that ego guy, like everybody's gonna be like, wanna hang out with me because they can't hang out with me. Because we all had that experience where we saw somebody that behaved that way, and we thought that was the way we could do it. And there's all kinds of places in between, right? And I've really realized that in contributing to the community at this point, in my connection to other people, the way that's most important to me is not to do those things any longer, to not be playing like little power games or anything like that, but actually truly connecting with them and really trying to understand them and hear their perspective and hear their possibility for what it is, and not ever think about why that's wrong or why that it won't ever work or anything. Like, I can be complete disagreement with the person, and now my conversation is more of, I want to understand every single word that they're saying and why they're saying and what that means for them, where they are in their mind, in their being. Because when I can actually do that, the conversations change. And right now we have a lot of conversations around superficial stuff, and we never actually get deep in trying to understand the people. It's like a lot of times people just want to kind of shoot you down for whatever you're saying because it's somebody else's fault, or it might be something. And give me some examples if you have some, please do. Conversations you have, like the tone is, like, are they helping you along? Are they holding you back? Are they just talking about small talk? Are they actually really opening up and seeing what's possible with you? Like, that's the way the conversations kind of shift. And my conversations have really shifted most recently to like really trying to understand the individual that I'm talking to, and try to understand them in a way that I can see their potential, like what is really driving them, what's really exciting for them, and what's going to like help them realize that they already have everything they need to become the person that they want to be, ultimately, to have the things they want to have. Like, if you want anything different in your life, then you automatically want to be a different person, because you have to be a different person to be in that place. So it might be a very small change, and it's not like your whole entire everything gets different, but there's a subtle differences sometimes. Sometimes there's a huge difference. And we get so attached to who we are that we can't like necessarily let go of who we are to become that person. So what I really like to do is really understand that conversation and change the conversation from these politics and news and everyday events, weather and like what you do over the weekend and the small talk, and that's all fine and dandy, but really I like to actually listen to what they're saying and see like who they really want to be, who they want to project themselves to be completely authentically, like their highest version of themselves. So I start asking questions around that. So I'll be asking, about what their biggest dream is, or what they enjoy doing the most, and where they had fun in their days. And when I started doing this type of conversation, I noticed that they start to light up. They light up in a way that is so much grander than when I talk to them about sports and just agree with them about their sports team, right? Or their favorite player or something like that. I could just be like even on the same page. But if I can actually really identify what they're most excited about and talk about that and appreciate them for that, they light up with a glow. And what I would like to do is offer to you, if you're doing this right now, please tell me how it works for you. Like if you consciously think about how you can get somebody to express their most excitedness, right? So you could actually, if you're doing that, practice with me right now. You could comment and say, you know, something you see about me that I should foster, something that's in me that's a gift, something about me that I'm excited to do. So I try to do that with people and really try to understand what their deepest desires are, and then try to keep cultivating that and appreciate them for that, and really kind of see them for their highest self. So I've been changing the conversation substantially, so I don't talk about the weather so much anymore. I mean, we will, it's somewhat part of the conversation, but it really becomes more about understanding the person and what their goals are. So I would love to hear your feedback if you've ever done this and what your thought process is, because I've never heard anybody really talk about it this way, and I want to take a minute and kind of just put it out there in case the conversation needed to be started. I would love to hear how it feels for you to do that and kind of what your results are when you do it. So give me some feedback. Tell me if that's something, or if there's even a better way to interact with people. Tell me your suggestions. I would love to know. And with that being said, share this if it resonates with you and all that brand stuff. Like it, comment, really appreciate it. And I'll be back with more of this stuff, but definitely tell me what you think about this. I really actually want to know what is it that people can do when they talk to you that's going to make you light up and be the most excited possible way you can actually feel. What is that thing that somebody could talk with you about and see in you? And I would love to know what your highest version of yourself is, I guess is what I'm saying. So thanks so much for tuning in. You have a great afternoon, and we'll speak soon. Cheers, looking forward to your comments.